Hey, what's going on guys? Adam here and welcome to the channel. In this video, we're looking at Celsius Network, which is a cryptocurrency interest account that grants you up to 16.16% APY. This account works in a very similar way to a normal bank account, just with cryptocurrency instead of dollars. First, we'll take a look at an overview of the company and product. Then we'll take a look at some key considerations. And finally, I'll give you the verdict on when you might want to use this product. And I'll also throw in a bonus of comparing it to its competitor, BlockFi. If you want to check it out, I put a link in the description, which will give you 20 bucks after depositing 200 bucks for an easy 10% ROI on top of all the future interest you can earn. All right, let's get into it. Celsius was founded in 2017 right here in the US by Alex Mashinsky, who is also the inventor of VoIP, or Voice over Internet Protocol, which is the technology that lets us, FaceTime with our friends or conference call with our coworkers. The guy is tech savvy and has started a number of successful companies, so he knows what he's doing. He also hosts live streams like our boy Meet Kevin, where he talks about anything from personal finance to company news and all sorts of other topics. And I've never seen a CEO do this before, so it's pretty interesting. It's called AMA, Ask Mashinsky Anything. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Like I mentioned earlier, they offer a cryptocurrency interest account where you can earn up to a maximum of 16.16% APY with no minimum deposit. That's nuts. That's more than double the average return for stocks and also way more than anything you're gonna get with an HYSA. Celsius uses their holdings to lend to institutions and individuals, which is pretty much the same thing as what banks do with the money in your bank account. It doesn't just sit there collecting dust. Now you may be thinking,
hold up, they're lending to individuals as in like regular people like you and me?
Coin loans to individuals are collateralized up to 150% of the loan. So one way or another, they're gonna get their money back. Celsius holdings are held and insured by Fireblocks and Prime Trust, both of which are custodians for other cryptocurrency platforms, so they really know what they're doing. While your holdings are not FDIC insured like a traditional bank account, they are still very safe. Users can borrow money with as little as 1% APR almost instantly using their cryptocurrency assets as collateral. You can trade cryptocurrency directly on Celsius, but the exchange rates are honestly pretty bad, so I would not do this. Instead, I would just buy whatever coins you want on a dedicated exchange like Gemini or Coinbase, and then just transfer them over to your Celsius wallets. So you buy a supported cryptocurrency on one of those exchanges, then you hit transfer coins, pick whichever cryptocurrency you bought, hit the copy wallet address button, then go over to your exchange, hit the send or withdraw button, then paste your address in the box, add a note if you want, preview, and click send now. It's a few extra steps, but it will save you a good chunk of change, so it's worth it. As great as everything sounds, there's still a few considerations to think about. First off, some cryptocurrencies are still relatively unstable, like Bitcoin jumping from $13,000 to $19,000 in 1 month. But I guess you could also say that about some stocks too. There are cryptocurrencies out there called stable coins, which anchor themselves to the price of a fiat currency. So for example, 1 USD coin is always going to equal 1 US dollar. So these can be really used to stabilize your investment, and they also give the second highest APY at 10.51%. Celsius also holds and manages your wallet on their end, so there is also the concern of not your wallet, not your coin. This was a way bigger concern, several years back where cryptocurrency wasn't nearly as mainstream or regulated as it is now, so that whole concept is a lot less of a problem now. They're a reputable company working with other reputable companies, and they're probably not just going to run off with all of your money. Also, because they manage and store your wallets on their end, there is the concern of security breaches. Now, if this were to happen and your funds were stolen, they would use their balance sheet to reimburse you, and if that still wasn't enough, then they would use their own digital assets to reimburse you. And this is stated on their FAQ page. Their app is very secure with two-factor authentication and extra verification required on sensitive actions like major withdrawals. And also they have this thing called HODL mode where when you turn it on, it blocks all withdrawals and payments out of your account. And trying to deactivate it takes 24 hours and sends an email notification, so you'll have plenty of time to catch anyone trying to do nefarious stuff to your account. All right, here's the verdict. There are two cases where you might want to use Celsius. The first is if you're HODL gang and you just want to hold on to your cryptocurrency long term without selling, but you also want to earn interest on top of that. This works very similar to a traditional bank account where you put money in, they lend your money out, and then they pay you interest based on that. Except with dollars, it's crypto, and the API that you get from this is way higher. This is the main reason why I'm using it. I put some cryptocurrency that I was just hanging on to anyway, wasn't doing anything with it, so might as well get something in return, right? Number two is if you're looking for an investment that can give you a consistent return. The average return on stocks is about 6 to 8%, and this can give you double that just with interest alone, not even considering the appreciation of the coin. So this is an interesting investment opportunity. Even if you just use stable coins, you can still get a 10.51% APY, which is still very solid. So this is what I'm doing with the stablecoin GUSD. My account doesn't really fluctuate at all, and I'm earning that 10.51% interest. You don't want to use Celsius as a trading platform, and probably not as a high yield savings account unless you really know what you're doing. So just like with stocks, you don't want to put in any money that you're not willing to lose, but it is an interesting investing opportunity in an increasingly digital economy. So my honest opinion is that it's a phenomenal financial tool to add to your belt. You just got to know how to use it. If you already have cryptocurrency or are looking to get into it, I'll put a link down in the description that gives you that 20 bucks. So go ahead and check it out if you want. So real quick, let's compare this to its main competitor, BlockFi, which I also did a review of right here. The user experience is actually pretty similar, and they're both pretty easy to use. You can just download them both yourself and click around and see which one you like better. Celsius pays out weekly, while BlockFi pays out monthly. And these are long-term cryptocurrency assets, so that really shouldn't matter too much, but to some folks it might, so I'm just throwing that out there. BlockFi keeps more of their holdings in cold storage than Celsius, so if that's something that is really important to you as far as security goes, keeping things in cold wallets, then you probably want to stick with BlockFi over Celsius. But both are still really secure. If you want the absolute highest APY, Celsius offers 16.1% APY on Synthetics network tokens and Maddox network tokens. Now, both of these are not stable coins, so they will fluctuate a lot like Bitcoin. So while your holdings might not be consistent, they at least are giving you a very high APY. But do this at your own risk. Like I said, they fluctuate a lot. BlockFi gives you 8.6% APY on only 3 stablecoins, while Celsius gives you 10.51% on many more stablecoins. So if you're doing the stablecoin investing thing, then Celsius will probably give you a better time. For Bitcoin, Celsius gives you 6.2% on the first 2, and BlockFi gives you 6% on the first 2.5. So obviously Celsius wins out here for 2, but if you have more than that, you can just open a BlockFi account as well and put the rest in there. That way that keeps your APY high. So there you go, there's my honest review. I hope this video helps you decide if Celsius Network is something that you want to use, or maybe you go with one of its competitors. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.